However, if the reverse happens, if Lucifer basically says, forget that, I'm going for better targets of opportunity, it's going to be more difficult. Lucifer, as you see, he's trying to bait these Goliaths in, but a very good job by Light. He has to bring in the other forces. Those tanks, though, Lucifer, I don't think he saw those tanks. He was just going up to Goliath. Goliath's getting pulled out of the way so they don't get killed by this infantry. In the meantime, good pincer position for Light. Light's going to come in from behind with these vultures, going to lay down mines in the background. Actually, I take that back. Looks like Lucifer's going for a main attack with those vultures. I don't know. It looks like Light has in the meantime spotted that 12 o'clock expansion. He knows he has to get that res down if he's going to continue in this attack. He's putting down mines, so anything that's spawning out of the gateways is going to be taken down. In the meantime, trying to do damage against the probes. If he can take down this cannon, it's going to be an extremely successful attack, although not very well advised. That 6 o'clock expansion, in the meantime, going down. I don't think it's as important for Light to hold that, but definitely important for Lucifer to reclaim it. Didn't do as much damage. Light didn't do as much damage there as he needed to, but really that wasn't a key position anymore. The main resources were almost entirely depleted at that point. In the meantime, looks like Light's going to dedicate the rest of his forces to that 3 o'clock unprotected expansion. He's going to be able to take that down. That's extremely important. In the meantime, those carriers pushing over towards the main, but yeah, you see those spider mines planted. Those are very important. That allows the Goliaths to go down the ramp and still keep a visual, basically, at a distance on those carriers. Those carriers going for the protected natural of Light. Lucifer, realizing he's kind of at a res disadvantage, he's gone with more expensive units. Protoss is more expensive in general. This is turning into a res battle. He manages to take down the comsat. He's going to continue to attack that command center. Let's see if he's going to be able to get that command center down easily. We'll see how Light reacts to this. Looks like he's positioning forces at interesting move on Lucifer. He's positioning his forces opposite, so if Light dedicates forces to that carrier attack, really he can come from the opposite edge. But I think tanks and mines are down in that position. Again, now Light is basically using his own base as a bait. Lucifer very intelligently going after that gas, making sure he can't produce units, making sure Light can't produce units that are more effective against his carriers, but a severely damaged carrier already. He manages to take down those 2 Goliaths. Turret factory up, but really turret factory goes down almost instantaneously. In the meantime, a couple forces being attacked by Light in the middle of the field. Gets a good defense matrix down. That's important. In the meantime, we got carriers pinned in between. Looks like he's already lost 2 of those carriers. Very good job keeping Goliath on both sides of that ridge for Light. Light has just kept those guys pinned. I think Light sees that base at the 12 o'clock position. As soon as he gets an opportunity, he's going to go for that position. The Dragoons, in the meantime, moving out of position. 2 more carriers up for Lucifer, but as you see, his main is depleted. His protected natural is depleted. He's really hurting for res. He only has that 12 o'clock position and his unprotected natural producing at the moment. In the meantime, another expansion going up for Light. Light is basically in the same position, but he's still expanding at that bottom right corner. Looks like he's going to lose that to that Dragoon force, which will be somewhat costly for Light. But Light, I still believe, is producing out of his protected natural. He has a larger force on the field, but he's kind of bleeding units right now with the Goliath. Manages to take down another carrier. Excellent job. Again, doing what he needs to do. Another carrier going down for Lucifer. Lucifer not doing a very good job of micromanaging those carriers at all. You see he's trying to use that fog of war across the ramp again. Loses another carrier. Man, excellent job by Lucifer. Lucifer, in the meantime, at that 12 o'clock position with just a lot of Goliaths, a lot of Psi vessels, going to be able to take down. Now, Lucifer in a big trouble. He's down to a single producing res point. Really good job by Light, creating targets of opportunity that Lucifer has to defend, that he has to bring his units in. In the meantime, Lucifer trying to get that 3 o'clock expansion down again, but this is going to be, it's definitely spotted by Light. Let's see if he's able to take it down with the forces he's producing. Goliath again pinning those carriers against both sides of the ridge. 5 carriers up. Lucifer desperately trying to get that gas down again. He doesn't want to see any more Goliaths, but it looks like he might lose another carrier in the process. He doesn't, though. Manages to keep that carrier alive. He's basically trying to camp both of resource points. In the meantime, resource point again capped by Light. Light has some forces. He managed to take out that 12 o'clock position. I'm not sure. I think Lucifer is down to a single expansion at this point with the 3 o'clock expansion going up. Gas still down for Light, though. Light, though, still has a large Goliath force. That's a brilliant building there by Light. Light has those turrets down to protect a little bit against those interceptors. In the meantime, you can use those Goliaths to really deliver damage to the carriers themselves. In the meantime, that 3 o'clock position going down, because again, Lucifer doesn't have any units to produce. And his main units, attack units, these carriers are pinned back. He can't go back across that Goliath force. He has those Dragoons that have just been comsatted by Light, but Dragoons against siege tanks, not a good situation. And it looks like Light's forces are decently upgraded, whereas Lucifer's forces are not in fact upgraded. That's really that's going to be extremely important in the long run of this match, especially when it comes down to res starvation. Well, Lucifer again being starved out. I don't think any of his bases are producing anymore. In the meantime, Light very comfortably producing. He has that 6 o'clock expansion staked out. EMP going down on those goons. Those goons trying to take out that 6 o'clock expansion. EMP again going down again on those Dragoons. They have no shield. They're going to be easy pickings for these tanks as they float up. Heck, he could attack them with these SCVs if he want, which it looks like he's starting to do. He's going to keep that command center repaired. Really, that's going to spell doom for Lucifer, because that means he's got a separate point where he can't produce any more units. He loses those Dragoons. He's not really going to be able to replace them because he's just completely depleted of resources. I would expect PG pretty soon here. Another carrier going down. Basically, that's the entirety of Lucifer's attack force right now. Those 4 carriers, a large force in the meantime. A Psystorm finally going down. Finally, Templar up, going for the more gas-heavy units. Goliath going out. Psystorm all over the Goliath on that ramp. But really, too little, too late. Archon trying to phase in, but just a huge amount of Goliaths bearing down on the main. That's GG. Lucifer just not able to keep his resources up. Light doing a very good job of controlling the resource map and creating targets of opportunity so that the carriers had to come in and engage him on his turns. Really good matchup. I really enjoyed that one. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Also check out check out Klazart, check out Mole Trap, and also the World Cyber Games are happening. Some people have asked if I'm going to be commenting those. I will if I can get access. But in the meantime, send letters to Blizzard and say, hey, you guys have Tasteless. Put his stuff up on your website. I'll see you guys later.